Okay, so we're looking at an order of operations problem on integers. So recall the order of operations agreement is parentheses first, then exponents, then multiplication, division, then addition, subtraction. Multiplication, division are equally strong, we go left to right. Same is the case with addition and subtraction, and that's why M and D and A and S written horizontally rather than one below the other. Okay. It's always good to check that the number of opening parentheses is the same as the number of closing parentheses. And it's a very healthy habit to color the parentheses so it becomes more visible what is really going on. These two pairs of parentheses are not one after the other. They are nested inside each other. And then the rule is, which is very intuitive, is that the last one opened will close first. So this is a pair of parentheses and this is a pair of parentheses. So these are the two grouping symbols. If we zoom left to right, we run into this parenthesis. So that means we have to work here before we perform this multiplication, this subtraction, or this exponentiation. So we have to work here until this becomes a number. And as we work on it, we naturally bump into this parenthesis. And so we cannot work out this bigger one until after we worked out this little one. So this rule doesn't even need to be stated. It's so inevitable that we start with the innermost parenthesis. So we start in the innermost parenthesis where we have sort of a mini order of operations problem, a multiplication, a subtraction, and an exponentiation. Among the three, exponentiation is the strongest. If you don't have colors, you can make the difference between the parentheses visible by making one of them much bigger than the other. Okay. And one more comment. These two parentheses sort of visually invite you to say 4 minus 2 is 2, but resist that temptation. Same here. Resist that temptation because this is not 4 minus 2. It's 4 minus 2 times whatever this is. Okay, so let's keep going. Now we're still inside the orange parenthesis. Now multiplication is the strongest. 4 times 3 is 12. And now the only thing left in the orange parenthesis is the subtraction. 12 minus 25 is negative 13. And this parenthesis stopped being a grouping symbol. Now it just clarifies that this minus sign is not describing a subtraction, but rather it's an adjective describing this number as negative. So we're done with this parenthesis. Inside the bigger one, we have a subtraction and a multiplication. Multiplication is first. So we're not going to bother with this negative sign. That's a subtract. So what are we subtracting? Whatever 2 times negative 13 is. So we have 2 squared minus 3 times 4 minus, and what we're subtracting is negative 26. And now the only thing left in the parenthesis is this subtraction. To subtract is to add the opposite. So 4 minus negative 26 is the same as 4 plus 26. You probably don't have to write a separate line. 4 plus 26 is 30. So you can omit this line if you don't need it. Do have it if you need it. So it's getting shorter and cuter. Now we have an exponentiation, a subtraction, and a multiplication. So we start with the exponentiation. 2 squared is 4. So now we have the multiplication to perform. 3 times 30 is 90. And finally, 4 minus 90 is negative 86, which is our answer. Thank you for watching.